Phantasy Star Online 2 launches Episode 5 and shares more about New Genesis. Both Paladins and Rogue Company introduce new characters. Skyforge is making the jump over to the Switch, and World of Warcraft's Shadowlands expansion gets a probably needed launch delay. What's good, everyone? James Ballon here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of October 2nd, 2020. And starting out the news this week, as it approaches its 20th anniversary, RuneScape is finally joining the modern world and launching on Steam. Yes, after all this time, RuneScape will be coming to Steam on October 14th this year, alongside a dedicated Steam community team and the usual Steam features, including achievements. For those who like the classics better, old school RuneScape will also be coming to Steam at a later date, sometime in early 2021, Jagex says. In other interesting news, My.Games has announced that it will bring its free-to-play MMO Skyforge to the Nintendo Switch. This game won't require a Switch Online membership to play, and all content updates are planned to be free, too. Of course, there will be starter packs available for purchase, along with free gifts for all Switch players during the launch period. No exact date has been set yet other than fall 2020, so sometime in the next couple of months, I guess. Unfortunately, World of Warcraft had less exciting release news this week, as they announced late Thursday that the Shadowlands expansion launch, originally scheduled for October 27th, will be delayed to sometime later this year. While most launch delays tend to be hated, most WoW fans are glad to hear of this delay, as the reports of bugs and other major issues during Shadowlands testing has been quite significant. You'll have to play the pre-patch at least a few weeks longer, it looks like. Let's just hope that it's all smooth when it does actually launch. On the other hand, Hearthstone's rolling out the carpet for its newest in-game event, the Masquerade Ball. During this limited time event, players can challenge each other in the Masquerade Ball dual-class arena, where you get a pick of both a hero and a different hero's power and both of their card decks. There will also be a series of 3 tavern brawls, starting this week, The Rise of the Zombeasts. Alongside this comes a new update this week that introduces the new Elemental Minion type, 4 new heroes, a new progression and ratings system. Later this month, on October 13th, a new free Book of Heroes adventure for Rexxar will be added too. Meanwhile, Phantasy Star Online 2 has launched its Episode 5 update. This update brings the new hero class, increases the level cap to 90, and introduces Buster quests. But that's not all. There's also new missions, new enemy types, new titles, new seasonal events, new alliance quarters, improved photon art and technique levels, new weapons, and of course, a continuation of the game's main story quest involving the Omega Dimension. And if you're looking forward to PSO2 New Genesis, the developers confirmed a few facts at the Tokyo Game Show. New Genesis will coexist in PSO2 as a single game experience, and PSO2 will undergo a complete graphic overhaul. Certain elements may be shared while others may not be. It's a little too detailed to break down here, so make sure you check out the link in the description below for their recent FAQ. This past week, Paladins revealed its 46th champion, Vora the Harbinger, a herald of chaos. Story tells that this guardian once protected the goddess until she fell into despair and chose a path of vengeance. Vora is a flanker with a self-heal passive, an alt fire that knocks back and offers momentary immunity, a closer, and an intense ultimate that grants 80% movement speed, 30% damage reduction, and stuns, cripples, and silences the enemy target while dealing a massive amount of damage. We just thought League of Legends new champion Samira was the only one a little bit broken. I guess others are wanting a piece of that action as well. The patch preview also reveals a visual rework of the Frozen Guard map and a new Arcane Pax Battle Pass. And in other high-res news, Rogue Company doesn't want to be left out. This week, the free-to-play shooter has gone into open beta, now officially free to play for all. Alongside the launch, there's a new playable rogue in town, Dahlia. She can link up with an ally for an entire round, able to help revive them in battle when she's in range, and inheriting their passive. She also uses a submachine gun, so you can feel like a badass next to your buddy. As a reminder, Rogue Company has full cross-save and cross-progression, so you can play freely on the platform of your choice. If you're itching for something a bit more sci-fi, PlanetSide 2 has also pushed an update this past week. The Shattered Warpgate introduces campaigns, new open-world missions that offer lore over the course of multiple chapters, and changes to the landscapes of the game. In this first campaign, players will find a complete revamp of Esamir, new weapons and equipment, improvements to social hubs, and more. Next up in the news, Brawlhalla introduces its newest legend this past week, Mako, a humanoid-style shark who's ready to prey on the other legends in battle. Mako uses a greatsword and guitars and swims into the season with 3 skins already available to grab, themed around the Goblin Shark, Orca, and Hammerhead Shark. A new Synthwave Battle Pass, plus the usual collection of balance changes and events, are also out with this latest update. World of Warships is ready to weigh anchor this week with update 0.9.9. 2 American battleships, the Kansas and the Minnesota, are now in early access for those who want a head start with these ships. This new branch features a solid salvo weight and firing range at the expense of reload times, good maneuverability, and moderate anti-aircraft defenses. The update also introduces the mercenary feature for clan battles and made additional miscellaneous improvements. Check the link patch notes below for the details. Conqueror's Blade has revealed new details about its next season, Legacy of Fire. Inspired by the Byzantine Empire, players will discover a new region, the Kingdom of Impros. New seasonal units include a defensive militia with earthenware grenades and units equipped with handheld flamethrowers. Of course, there will also be a brand new battle pass with over 200 rewards, including special cosmetics. Look forward to this free expansion on October 13th. Gamigo is celebrating its 20th anniversary as a game publisher and inviting players to celebrate with them. Through the month of October, players can participate in events in all of Gamigo's online games, from Arcade to Wolf Team and everything in between. Players participate in contests on Gamigo's special anniversary website and purchase unique anniversary packs to unlock additional bonus rewards. Meanwhile, Apex Legends kicks off its next collection event, Aftermarket. Next week on Tuesday, October 6th, this update will introduce the beta of crossplay, giving players a chance to test playing with others across different platforms. Now, it's important to note that PC players will still be kept with PC players in matchmaking to avoid keyboard and mouse advantages, and that cross-progression is still not on the table. Of course, the real star of this update is the brand new limited-time mode, Flashpoint. Instead of healing items spawning on these maps, players must access flashpoints located throughout the map to get healed up in a flash. The circle in Flashpoint is also always closing and set to close on the final flashpoint to make that last battle intense. Also starting on October 6th is Destiny 2's Festival of the Lost, their annual Halloween-themed in-game event. Free for all players, the event includes the Haunted Forest activity, new wrapped rewards including an exotic sparrow, ship, and ghost, new triumphs, new festival masks, new armor ornaments, and more. This spooky festival to honor the lost will last until November 3rd. Also, if you haven't got the opportunity yet, the Razer Naga Pro Gaming Mouse review that I've mentioned in previous recaps is now live. This was another fun video to make and made me realize just how handy it can be to rely more on your mouse rather than just your keyboard for better controls in-game. Be sure to stop by and give that video some love when you get a chance. And finally, let's wrap it up with this week's free game on Epic Games Store. It's PikuNiku. This is a pretty unique indie puzzle adventure game where things are bright and cheery, but maybe not as wonderful as they look. It's released last year and it's become a highly rated success, so probably worth downloading. But with that said, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. Be sure to stay safe and keep your families healthy. Like always, you can find more information on the news topics linked in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, wash your hands a bunch, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.